Dip it in the sauce. And already it's a mess. This Cajun sauce got a little bite to it. Try not to get my little shirt dirty, my melon shirt. See? Say melon. Try not to get that dirty. Ooh. I think I just did it. It's saucy. Back a little more. Woo. A little bite-sized corn. And do some mussels. Ooh. Broke it apart. Get some out of here. I wanted my sausages a little crisp, so I burnt them. I wanted them burnt. I like them burnt. These are turkey sausages. Man, so good. So good. Today I was watching this video about these are tiny potatoes. An army mom on true crimes. The girl name was Karen. She started dating another military guy. And they were together for like maybe a year, but then they got married, had a baby. Now this time they're married for 5 weeks. So he got called and got drafted because he had to go somewhere else because, you know, for the good war and stuff. He was telling her he was scared. He didn't want to go. She had to go somewhere too. But since she just had a baby, she was really partying. She didn't have to go there. So he was, you know, like sad, act like he was sad. But he had to leave her. So they was like really, really distant. Like, they still loved each other, but couldn't see each other as much. So her name is Karen. I'm gonna say his name is Josh. And she had to start calling her mom, and her sister, they always talk on the phone. Her sister was her best friend. So she would call her sister and, you know, tell her all the scoop, like she was happy. Her sister said they were actually opposites. And she was happy for that because, you know, opposites attract, and that's the best way so you can balance the relationship out. So the mom had only met her husband twice because he was always gone on active duty and all that. So they really didn't know him. But the stories they heard from her, from Karen, he was like this good guy. And she said the time that she met him, the mom, he was nice most times. I didn't even do a thumbnail yet. Okay. So the time she met him, he was this nice guy. So Karen kept calling the mom, telling her something bad was going to happen. And, you know, she was in the military too, so they thought she was going through some kind of PTSD or whatever. She was having anxiety attacks and, you know, scared. Telling them something's going to happen to her, something's going on, she don't know what it is. She really can't talk to them, so the mom thought it was some kind of secret stuff for the job. So she didn't try to really push the issue. So Karen calls her sister, which is her best friend, tell her, you think my daughter love me? She don't know that I love her. And she was like, this is weird questions. Why are you asking stuff like this? Are you alright? Of course you know you love her. What's going on? Are you okay? She was like, something was terribly wrong here. Like, she was like, well, what is it? What's going on? I can't talk about it. So one day she told him I can't talk about it, and ended up telling him I gotta go, I'll talk to you later. And they hung up because that's something that she usually do. Hung up the phone. The mom tried to call her the next morning. Ring. So it kept ringing, and it was like something's going on, something terribly wrong, because she usually answered her phone. She usually called us, or we call her. We usually talk, you know. So the mom just waited, and she was like, eventually she'll call me back, or if something wrong, you know, I'll find out. Put some juices on it. Squeeze some in here. So the mom waited, and then the dog somehow got out of the house. She had dogs, 2 dogs, and whoever went in there, they staged it to where they wanted to. It is good. Why are you all getting full already? I think it's because I'm eating eggs and sausage a lot with potatoes. But it's okay. Y'all, thank y'all. This reached 5K. Trying to keep it going. Yes, yes. Of course, I hope y'all don't hear it, but if y'all do, my dog is snoring. As always. So disrespectful. Every video. Soon I start talking in my videos, she snore. She up the whole time. The entire time. Until I start recording. I just want to lay down and get comfortable. I guess she said it's story time. What the hell? So she go to sleep during story time. I cannot. I cannot. Let me see what I'm eating next. Okay. Maybe I eat one of these legs. Woo. The girl full. Getting full. Ooh. Excuse me. Let me tell you, stuff is busting. It's definitely busting. I'm trying to think what I'm gonna do next. What video I'm gonna do next? Like, so much. Am I gonna do a cooking video? Because you know, I cook on my channel. Like, I eat on my channel. I'm about to dig in. A little chit chat with y'all for a little bit. But most importantly, I'm gonna eat. Cause your girl hungry. I ain't ate nothing all day. I got some lemon water, ice water. And I also have some Snoop Dogg wine. It's good. 19 times. It's good. I'm gonna have me a glass of that after I drink this water. It's good. They say. If y'all hear noise in the background, I got fans running. I have dryers running. I have all kinds of stuff on right now, but it is what it is, right? Yeah. I seasoned this to the T. T-I-T. I don't even need the lemons and limes. They're really just decorations. And this is so good. So good. I also have some mustard mayo dip down here, y'all. I forgot all about that quick, but I don't use that either. Mama used it because I love that. I love it. Let me eat. Ooh. I don't know why I'm doing this when I got scissors. I definitely got the scissors. I think this sauce is so good in here. not salty. That's good. Yo, we've been having like random shootings around here. Like a couple months ago, we had a little 16-year-old get shot in his face, and after that, we had, I think it was around the same time, somebody that I know, some get murdered, like, and body just discarded. Like, these people do not care about nobody no more. Nobody. And I always look at it like, what if it was one of my kids? Today, at 11 something in the morning, we had another shooting. A 15-year-old got shot at 11 something in the morning. I'm trying to figure out why he wasn't in school, like anything. Maybe they got let out half a day, but they said it don't look like it was just a mistaken identity, none of that. It looked like it was like a random act, like they was looking for this person. And they killed him. 15 years old. I couldn't imagine the cops coming to my house and telling me that my 15-year-old was shot to death. Like, I just couldn't imagine. I can't, like, imagine the pain the parents are going through that have to hear this every day. Like, you watch the news, sometimes I try to stay away from the news because it be so much going on nowadays. Like, that's all they do is talk about negative stuff, like school shootings and all that stuff. Like, it's so negative. Like, Let's take a bite. That's the mustard mayo dip and the sauce. But yeah, everything is so negative nowadays. Cause we don't send our kids to school to not come home to us. There's a lot of working parents that send our kids to school and sometimes don't even say goodbye to them in the morning, I love you, because they're asleep when you head off to work. Most of the time they're knocked out. You might kiss them on the head while they sleep or do whatever you do, but that's all you're going to remember, because you're not going to remember nothing else. You're going to lose it once you get that call, and you're going to be thinking about what I should have did, what I could have did. It's just crazy. It's crazy. That's why I try not to be mean to nobody, because you never know when it's going to be the last time you see them. Family members. Hold on, y'all. That noise is bothering me. Alright, yeah. I try to be nice to everybody because, like I said, you never know when it's going to be the last time you see them. Like, it's like a lot of family members that I lost at the age that I am now. Like a couple years before this life. And I wish there was so much I could do. But it'd be too late. it'll be too late. Sometimes you wish you can just start all over. And there's a lot of times I do. Boy, there's a lot of times I do. Because life is hard. Kids always complain and say, I can't wait till I get grown. Ma'am, sir, no, be a kid. But now, they can't even say that because they're taking kids out. Like, I never heard them taking kids out back in the day. Never. 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 If something happened to one of my childhood friends or something, it was because of an accident, like a car accident, something like serious like that, like riding a golf cart, something like go-karts. That's all I remember. I definitely don't remember people just taking lives. I don't. That just didn't happen. Ooh. Okay. Cheers. To the weekend. It's definitely coming. Fast. But yeah, y'all. I got this little band-aid on my little thing because my nail, I messed it up already. So I got an appointment to go get it fixed. So I am definitely gonna fix. Anyway, so love your loved ones now. Give them their flowers now. I'm trying to give them to them and they're gone. I see people that hate each other. Hate each other. And as soon as something like this happens, they come up crying and like sick as a dog. Cause they didn't give them their flowers while he was here. And then you have these old demonic people who don't care. Like your so-called friends. I heard of a story where somebody carried was a pallbearer for one of his supposed to be friends, and he the one who murdered him. Like, that's beyond me. Can you imagine being a mom? You find out later on that this person that you picked for the pallbearer was actually your child's killer. That is like one of the worst experiences. I'm digging the snow crabs now. Then I see some parents on TV where they forgive the person who, and actually go up and hug them, who killed their child. Because they say, them hating their child is not going to help them. It's not going to help their child rest in peace. And they always say, my child would have wanted this, my son, daughter would have wanted that. And that's what some of their parents feel. Our parents don't feel that way. They feel nothing but hatred, and they want them to pay. But these parents, excuse me, I'm shaking the table, that I'm seeing, watching on TV, they want to forgive. they want to forgive. They won't forget, but they definitely want to forgive. And I think that might hurt that person more who actually did that to their child for their parent to forgive them. Because I see how they broken down. Like, once the parent tell them they forgive them and hug them, they really break down. They be like, Miss, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I just don't know if I'm ready for something like that yet. I don't know if I'll ever be ready for something like that. I just don't. I don't. But the world we live in is crazy. You never know. You never ever know. Never. Like, you could have your own kid go out there and harm somebody else's kid, as far as they can be driving drunk, and somebody else's kid. I'm sorry, I'm studying shaking stuff. And kill somebody else's kid. Do the parents accept that? Because on prom night, plenty of times, the air just kicked back in. On prom night, many kids didn't make it back home. You know what I'm saying? A lot of parents are afraid to send their kids out, or they want to be there. And one school just, like, out of nowhere told the parents that they couldn't wait on the school grounds. They had to drop their kids off and keep it pushing. And a lot of the parents want to take pictures. What if that's their last shared moments, like, with their kids, like, at the prom? You never know what's going to happen in your street. And I don't know if they're doing it because of the C word, but other schools didn't. It seemed like this was the only school that did this. Out of nowhere, the parents can't stand around the school. They have to drop them off, and they will have security out there tight. Why? Why you don't have security out there tight when they fighting, when stuff going on? You ain't got them out there tight when the parents is there. Want to see their kids off. It is so crazy to me. I'm telling y'all. Y'all know I usually have some eggs up in here, some sausages. Had to work some kind of greenery, but today that's all I needed was the seafood. That's all I needed was the seafood. Today, your girl got some corn. I have Benjamin's crabs. I have cucumbers and peppers, lemons. And I actually have a sauce, mustard mayo dip. And I have some Sprite. Yes, I do. And I am going to dig in. Let me see what I'm eat first. I'm going to have me a pepper inside of my sauce. Say the cucumber first. Ain't nothing wrong with doing cucumber second. Mm-hmm. Take me a... Why don't even do a thumbnail? Let's see what I'm gonna do with it. Alright. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna break this in half. Eat a little bit before I talk about this crazy story. I named these people Jack and Jill. Yep, that's the honest to God truth. Jack and Jill. You know, went up the hill. Yes, because I ain't wanna give their real names, and plus I almost forgot different real names. If it was all for true crimes. And it was crazy because Jack and Jill was going through some problems. They ended up having a baby at a young age. And Jack's family was living in a whole nother state, which was the guy. Jill's family was living close by. So, they were once living on their own. Like nothing was going on. Living a happy life. And Jill's mom started noticing something was wrong. So she volunteered them to live in her household. She told them, Jack and Jill, y'all can live with me. Told Jill, no, matter of fact, she told Jill first. That was Jill's parent. We got plenty of room. Let's come stay here. You know. Of course, she was like, Jill's father wouldn't care. If Jack and Jill lived there, as long as his daughter was around them. So, the mom told Jill that. She said, oh, I'll talk to Jack and see how he feel about it. Once she told Jack, of course he didn't care because they had to pay no bills. They can save up money or whatever. He was happy. So, at this time, matter of fact, Jill was pregnant. This is when it started happening. When she wanted them to come stay in. Because she wanted her first grandchild to live in her house at home. But especially by her daughter, Jill. So, Jack didn't move in actually until Jill had her baby. Once Jill had the baby, Jack came and, moved in. Look at that. Let me finish this corn, y'all. Is it soft? I'm getting my appetite back. Gone. What was that? So like I said, her mom let them come stay there. Of course the dad didn't mind. Once they start coming there, once she had the baby, that's when he moved in. Jill had her baby, Jack moved in. So Jill's mother was excited. Like, she got her family back. Because Jill left early on. So, she was excited. Jill had a brother who had a disability where he couldn't talk. Excuse me. All he did was smile or whatever. So the mom was like the most important person in his life. Like if the mom wasn't around, he would be sad. So the mom was always in his life. Once he saw the mom, he would be cheesing from ear to ear. And she was a teacher. She'd been a teacher and was about to retire soon. She was like, she was a people person. She loved children. That's why she wanted her grandchild to come stay with her. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm having a seafood boil right along with some ramen on the side. And I'm going to do the carbonara sauce on the noodles. Today I have some shrimp, corn, sausage, eggs, potatoes, and snow crab legs, lemons, and I have a little sauce over here that I made. A little special sauce. I have a bottle of water because I'm gonna need water for this. Even though they said activated all that, I don't drink no milk. I don't drink milk. I don't want to be in the bathroom. So I'm gonna drink what makes me happy. What it in my mind mentally, what it makes me think that it's gonna be best for me. I'm gonna say water. Even though I know milk works a little better, I just don't want to be in the bathroom all day. That's it, and that's all. We got some cucumbers up here too. I got chopsticks and I got a fork, just in case I get tired of the chopsticks. They won't let me get as much as I want when I want it, you know? Crab leg. Look at it. Let's see. Whew. Gotta do a thumbnail. Y'all see your girl got her curlers in, all that, because I don't want my hair to, it's so hot now, I don't want my hair to be just poofy all over the place. So I got my curlers in. Anyway, y'all, do a thumbnail. Alright. I don't know which one I'm gonna use, but one of them will work. Okay. Anyway, I do have a little story time for you guys. And it's off of Evil Lives Here. That's one of my go-to shows right now. I'm into it. Really, really into it. The girl learned how to use these chopsticks. So let me tell y'all something funny. Last night I was recording videos, and one of the videos that I recorded, I didn't record it. I recorded bits and pieces. I thought I pushed the record button to record everything and was never recorded myself. Only certain parts were showing. I messed that all up. Put some sauce in here. I'm gonna put my egg in here. This sauce is a little spicy. For the people in the back that want to know. Kind of sweet and spicy. Not too sweet, but it's good. The potatoes. Put a potato in there. Yeah, I didn't record it. Thought I was doing something. Ain't do a damn thing. Ain't doing a damn thing, like I said. Get it. Now I got a zapper. For size. Electric zapper looks like a tennis racket. And them babies be burned. Every time somebody opens the door, seems like some, that's what I get. But anywho, let me get into the story. Time to tell y'all what happened. From Evil Lips here. I got this lady named Victoria. She had a husband. Basically, she was sleeping with an enemy that she didn't even know. He was like, when they first met, you know how you do in romantic stages, like y'all having your best time of your life in the beginning. This was like a fairy tale to her. Then having a house, big house, the kids, you know. They was doing the same thing. So one day, James asked Victoria, he ended up going to class. He went to the military. He had to go training. So once he got done his military training and he came back home, she said he started acting a little different. And one day he asked her, can you tie her up? Like, he was watching strange movies. Like, he was doing all kind of stuff. He was like kind of like a bondage thing. She said, of course, it was her husband, so she was like, all right, if they don't do it here, he gonna do it somewhere else. So she went and let him tie her up, all that stuff. He put cuffs on her behind her with her hands, tied it to the bed, her mouth covered, everything. But he ended up stopping because that wasn't excitement enough for him. So she was like, what is wrong with him? Like, what's going on? So they started getting in their neighborhood, women getting someone breaking into their homes, and then they would tie them up and do the same thing he basically did to his wife. And then he would apologize after it was all over with, after he raped him and do whatever he was going to do to him. He apologized. So, he actually never really killed nobody. But he killed them mentally. It started happening more often. More and more often. One day, Victoria's husband, James, came home and was like, make sure you keep the doors locked, because there's someone out there breaking into women's homes and tying them up, doing all this and that. Victoria was thinking, like, they doing the same thing that my husband tried to do to me. And she started, like, thinking, like, I don't know, something's wrong here. So she ended up asking him, what is going on? What is going on? She knows something's wrong. First, he's, no, nothing wrong. Then one day, the cops came. She came home. The cops was at her house, searching her home. And they started asking her questions once she came home. And she was confused, of course, because she don't know what's going on. And I told her, we think your husband has something to do with these break-ins because we call him at a 50-something-year-old lady's house. He can do her window. He's being a whole people's time.
What the fuck this is? You come to my motherfucking house. I got something for you, raving motherfuckers.
So once they call him doing that, they arrest him. And they start asking her, does he own any weapons? She said, yes, he owned weapons. So the detectives looked at each other like, because he done lied to them and told them that he didn't own any weapons. But his wife just verified he did. Which I guess he was using a weapon when he was breaking in their house. So, once she got all this information, she knew he was already acting weird, stuff he was doing to her. She kind of like, this has to be him. So, she started asking him questions. Like, alright, what's this you? Are you going to these women's houses? He came out and told her the truth. And she was like, well, you could do that to me. Tie me up. Basically trying to save her husband, her marriage, whatever. And he did to her. And then he said, there's no excitement here. Because you're allowing, and you know, you want it like, I know you. He said, there's no fear on you.
It's me.
Excuse me. He liked for these women to be in total fear of him when he was doing this. She knew that there was something wrong with him after that. And once the DNA evidence, all that stuff started coming back, he was placed in jail for a while. She was happy about that because she didn't want him to hurt anybody else. Bad kids, reputation. People now looking at her sideways like this kid with this rapist. And she no longer wanted him. She wanted to be with him because she didn't want him to hurt nobody else. He was a true maniac. I didn't care about nobody but his needs. But they said he been going, then she got introduced to the family. Once they got introduced to the family, hold on, somebody's here. That's my son pulling in. But once they got introduced to the family, she really started talking to the family. They started telling her, not introduced, but once she got around them, when he was, you know, going to court and stuff, they told her, well, he was doing this since he was younger. He had actually been molesting one of the cousins for a while. And everybody tried to sweep it under the rug.